I'll briefly introduce what we are going to talk about. You know, for the last 3.5 odd years, we've been looking for land, looking to start something. Now, while I'm saying this, something else strikes me is that Karthikeyan sir said he has seen those communities in America, and he thinks they're very beautiful, almost like heaven on earth. And he wonders why Swamiji is here in Gurgaon. Well, he's here to make it happen in India. And we've been looking for land, we've been looking for a place to start this work. Yes, Gurgaon is there in a small way, but like it is in Ananda village in America and other communities in America and Assisi, we want to start something of that scale, maybe bigger, here in India. So, you know, we are happy to present this today to you because we've got some concrete proposals for people. They are a little immature because they're it's like a little baby right now. We are just starting to work on it. But we went and saw some land, and there might be some opportunities opening up for us very soon. So we thought about how do we generate enough energy, funds, and activities so we can create this ourselves. Like Swamiji says, be enterprising, make your money, and build your work. So on those lines, this is like a small baby. And like every baby needs a mother, the mother that this baby really needs is our collective energy together to make it happen. And I invite each and every one of you today present here to very seriously think about how it can be possible for you and how we can manifest this little baby into what Master desired its communities, into what Swamiji has done so beautifully in America and in Italy. So if Amol is ready, then we can start now. I'll invite Amol to talk about little details about the project and take it from here. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all here on this auspicious day where Swamiji became disciple of a great master almost 60 years ago. We really thank Swamiji for showing us how to live in communities. I know Mr. Karthikeyan did stress on the fact that Ananda village in the US is an ideal place where everybody should visit at least once to see how people live in harmony and live and work for God. And what we are trying here is to do the same thing in India, and that we can make it possible with all your help. Now, this is just a plan we came up with. It's a very interesting stage where India is right now. It's a very buoyant economy. We are looking at the West. You see all the MNCs coming here, and you see all this infrastructure development going on. You have all these big buildings, fancy buildings where you can buy fancy flats and apartments. But you can buy the best you can get. But once you get the key, what after that? You still have to understand how to live with your neighbors. That's your bit. And we really thank Swamiji for showing us how to live in a community, how to live with others, and how to live for God. So here is a small project we are working on, which we hope to make it big with all your support. We call it Ananda Kriti. Kriti means the divine creation, and since it's a divine idea which has passed through our master, through Swamiji, so we just named it. Next one. What we've come up with is a model plan. What we want to do is build our ashram, and we're looking for land. We can give out more details once we have our deal finalized, but we've looked at quite a few pieces of land where we can build a model ashram, we can have our businesses, we can have our institute, and also we can have our orphanage and our yoga institute. So we want to build a world brotherhood colony in India, so people who cannot travel to the US right now, they can see what this work is all about. And this we obviously need a big parcel of land, and we are looking at around 200 to 500 acres of land. where we are building this community. Now, first we will be building the ashram site, and we are looking at starting this in the next month or so, 1 to 3 months. That's our timeline, where we will be building the ashram, starting with a beautiful temple. Now, this ashram, we are planning to be close to a city like Gurgaon, Mumbai, Pune, and where people from the city can come, they can live and work in the city. So they can live in the ashram, work in the ashram, or they can, we have an ideal community in Palo Alto in the US, which is where people work in the Silicon Valley and still live in the community. Something like that. And that's where we'll have all our ashram activities, and we'll have a retreat for people who are working out. For the city dwellers, they can come on the weekends and they can relieve the stress. So we're looking at a retreat. Now, all this work we want to do requires huge investment. And instead of looking outside, Swamiji, the way Swamiji has developed, he's pretty much, when he started Ananda, he built all the work by himself. And we are looking at our devotees, and we have come up with this plan so that we can build slowly, but we can build all this work can be developed ourselves. Our long-term plan is building a World Brotherhood communities, and that's the time scale is like in the next 3 years. We're looking at having a complete World Brotherhood colony where we'll have people living and working within the community. So that's in the next 3 years. And how do we plan to do that? What we intend to do is we will develop this site to 200 to 500 acres, and then we will be selling plots, or people can invest in plots which they can build in future. And the advantage, this is just a ballpark figure which we have worked on, but this is like a minimum unit where people feel comfortable in investing. So visualize something where you want to build your house, which is next to you want to build a house where there are schools for children, where there is hospitals, where there is an yoga institute right next door. So all this we want to, and what we are promising in the next 2-3 years, we will be having all this ready so that people can actually start building. We will go ahead and develop the land. So there's basic infrastructure like roads, electricity, safe water, and people can pretty much start from there. And not just that, we'll be helping out. We've got various businesses. We'll be helping out. We can we can help build the houses ourselves, because we got a lot of experience in building industry, in construction, so we can help there as well. So once that is done, once we build our temple, we build our institute on the land, we have got an extension plan as well, where we want to make a role model. What we want to develop is not just any other community, but we want to build a role model where people can see how we live, and people can go, and we can build similar communities all around India. And we'll be using solar power. As you all know, power is a big problem in India or anywhere you go. So we'll be using solar power, and we've got the invention we are working on. Hopefully we'll be using that as well. And we're working on organic farming, planned recycling as well. This is what we intend to do in the next 3 years. People who want to live there, we want to provide jobs for them so they can live there and work there. And what we have planned is it will be a self-contained township. And this will be like probably 60-70 kilometers away from a major city, but it will be all self-contained, where you have markets, where you will have your own offices and businesses running. In the village in the US, we've got one of the biggest yoga retreat in America, and we intend to have a yoga retreat like that in our World Brotherhood colony, so that we can share whatever we know with everyone around. And we're also looking at establishing business called Ananda Living Spaces, which will be a realty business, property business, which will help our devotees who are living with us. So all these plans we have. Anyone who wants to put their energy and are interested, kindly meet me or Ruby after the program, and we can talk you through how we can take this project forward and make this a reality for our Guru and for Swamiji. Thank you.
Thank you.